Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Virgo, for your meditative session, you guys got Ladybug. This is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all the good things in your life. Virgo, I heard, are you ready for this? It's a similar vibe to Libra, Libra has karma basically coming to them, good karma, and it's like, are they willing to accept what's coming or not? And you're kind of getting a similar thing where they're saying be willing to receive it, and it's like, are you ready for this? So I really feel like it could just be this entire year, to be honest, Virgo. I know this is like a weekly reading, but it's, timeless in the sense that when you're watching this, you're meant to watch it, and at the same time, energy is fluid, so this could be happening for you like throughout the year. But it's a similar vibe to Libra where something good is coming your way, right? And it's like, are you ready for it to come in, Virgo? I guess what I'm trying to say is we wait for things for a while, right? Like we manifest, and we're never supposed to actually be waiting. We're supposed to be in the present, never looking into the future, but it's hard to do that. And I feel like, Virgo, you've been looking forward to the future a lot. You've been looking forward to things coming in, and I think it's going to come in pretty quickly. And I think the main key thing that I'm getting is to be grounded, because a lot of shit's coming and I feel like you have to be grounded, right? Like you're the only one today who got an animal, and yeah, you're an earth sign, obviously, so it makes sense that you would get an animal too, because you're very connected, probably you're very aligned to that earth element. You're an earth sign. But at the same time, I feel like they're trying to say, like, if you're ever in doubt, right, when this shit comes in and you kind of feel maybe even overwhelmed, because yes, I do think it's positive, but I think new things can be overwhelming, because let's face it, new shit sometimes is a little scary, right? Like it could be a good offer coming your way, but like at the end of the day, like new shit is scary, and they're saying like be grounded, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be that scary. It could just be more exciting, right? Like there's like a fine line between like exciting and scary, right? I feel like that's why people go on roller coasters, right? Like it's a very thin line. Like I'm too chicken shit to go on a roller coaster, to be honest. I'm like so scared of heights. Yeah, but I feel like, Virgo, they're just telling you that whatever's coming your way, being grounded is going to help you at this time, and that something good is coming your way, right? So accept it, right? Like open your hands and accept it. So yeah, Virgo, that's what I'm getting. Let's pull some more cards. So Virgo, I feel like we have a person here who, I just keep getting like, someone here does not want to be sad anymore. Someone here does not want to be sad. Someone here just wants to be happy at this point, right? And with the Five of Cups in reverse twice, I feel like, again, that's what's coming for you this year. It's the end of a hard time, right? I feel like it's the ending of a hard time, Virgo. It's the ending, and we have also the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is really good, Virgo. This energy of like taking things from the past, going within, learning from it, and now just not wanting to have, you know, like wanting a change, right? Wanting something positive coming into your life. And I think that's exactly what's coming here, Virgo. We have the 10 of Cups here twice, right? And it's interesting because I feel like someone wants to communicate to you, Virgo. I feel like the only ace that we have out here right now is the Ace of Swords. So I feel like that's kind of the vibe that's crowning your reading, this love and communication. We have the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the 10 of Cups, right? So I feel like someone is understanding that in order to kind of have this relationship, it's not only about intuition and seeing things, but it's about speaking on what you want and like going out there and manifesting. Like, yeah, manifesting is, if you look at the traditional magician card, it's the pentacle, the sword, the wand, and the cup, right? It's everything involved, right? But what I'm feeling with this reading is that, to be honest, I'm feeling a balancing of energy, right? And I think it's someone. I think it's like karma due to you, same as Libra. Some sort of karma due to you. If you have Libra in your chart, that could be for you, like these 2 readings. But what I'm really getting with this balancing card was a mirroring, right, of 2 people. And I feel like both people just don't want to have any more sad times. You know, like 2 people just want their lives to be different this year, right? They want their lives to be kind of full of not only balance, right? Because we have balance twice. Not only balance, not only equal exchange, not only reciprocity, but just like no more like bad days, right? Like no more days where, I don't know, I feel like last year must have been a really hard cycle for you, Virgo, because I feel like that's just like anything that will cause you this pain or this hurt or this crying, like you're just done with it, right? So again, if there's a relationship in the past that, you know, you really cared about someone, they didn't come around, you're letting it go. You're like, I don't have time to wait anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just done with this shit. Like, I'm just done with these bad days. I just want to move forward and have happiness in my life. I want to move towards more balance. I want, again, and you know that it comes from within. With this wisdom card and this, I'm just getting like, it's coming from within you, right? And I feel like it's this deep wanting and knowing that you can have anything you want. And it's like, whatever you're focusing on this year, it's not going to be whatever it was in the past, right? So you're like letting a lot of shit go, right? You're like letting it go. It's like, it's not worth my time. It's not worth, again, like you just want a good year. You want good days. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's such a simple thing, right? To just want to have a good day, right? To just want for life to be a little bit easier, right? And you just want to be happy. You know, at the end of the day, that's all you want. And this year, I feel like you're going to set out for that, right with the Fool. But I do see someone else here, like in the cards. Like, it's weird. I have you here, right? And then I have someone else here. And I feel like the other person here is behind you, right? So I feel like you're leading them somewhere and they're behind you, right? And I don't know who this is. I feel like it's a soulmate. I don't know if you guys know one another, but I feel like someone's following you. It's like you're an older sister and like you have your little sister following right behind you, right? So you're kind of leading the way. Because I kind of feel like with these sword cards like this, I feel like this is the person following you, right? Like you're here as the Queen of Swords and then they're like right behind you as the Page of Swords. Like they're not 100% like in your energy, like the same exact energy. Again, like someone is more elevated than the other, but I think it's because like you're taking the lead on everything, right? So I feel like the path that you've been on, someone has been right behind you. And it's interesting because I don't think you look at your life like that. Like, I don't think you look at like, okay, like I went through a lot of shit last year. I had a really bad year. Like, I don't think you necessarily think like this person had a bad year too, but they did, right? And I don't know what their circumstances are and how you see them, but I feel like they have too. Like they've had a bad year. Like there's a mirroring, right? We have 2 of them. So it's like, it's not only you that's had bad days, it's someone else. And that's what I'm trying to say. And it's someone who I feel like is following you. Like maybe they're just following you on Instagram or following you like on some social media platform and you don't know that, but I feel like this person's actually following you, like following in your footsteps. So I feel like if you've awakened, they're awakening too, right? Like if you're moving this way, they want to move in that direction too. And I feel like both of you just want to get on the same page where it's like, we just want good days, right? You just want the sun. You just want reciprocity in the sun. Very simple. You just want shit to be easy. And I feel like here with this card, it's like you want to let go of the past. And when things were difficult, again, you're letting go a lot of things from the past. When things were difficult, you're not going to think about it anymore. You're like, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. I'm moving forward, right? And I feel like that's a big thing for you because like we have the ego card in reverse. But what's interesting is like I feel the same thing with someone else. Like I feel like someone else is dropping their ego, but maybe in a different way, right? Like you're dropping your ego in the sense like you're taking the armor off and you're just, living a little bit less fearful and more fearless, and they're actually taking parts of their ego off, right? Like you did that maybe like a year ago and now they're doing it too, right? Like maybe you learned what the ego was last year and did shadow work and now they're doing it this year. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's someone that's behind you. I don't know how far behind, but I'll be really honest, it seems like very far, because this is a page and this is a queen, so they still have to get to the knight. Do you know what I'm saying? Like not that behind, but behind enough to be like in the beginning of it and you're already at the end. So I do feel like some sort of mirroring going on between you and a person. And honestly, Virgo, what I'm getting with this is like, if you dealt with someone in the past who you felt like they were your 10 of cups, right? Like you felt like they were again, there's something from the past that you held on to that you're letting go this year. And I think it has to do with a soulmate, right? With a 6 of cups and a soulmate. And what's interesting is we have the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like honestly, we have a lot of 2s here. So I feel like there was a decision, right, between 2 people. And it felt like there was a decision between a soulmate and a karmic. And I feel like maybe somebody chose the wrong thing, right? To be honest, like somebody decided to put in work into the wrong thing. And I don't know if this person's realizing that necessarily now, but I think you are learning that. Like I think maybe you were connected to someone who maybe didn't necessarily choose you. And I feel like you're finally coming to the grips with the fact that that's okay. Like, I feel like you just don't really care anymore. You're like, you know what? They didn't choose me, but I know, like, what this connection was. But you know what? I feel like they chose a karmic instead, and it is what it is, right? Because you're coming up over here as the Queen of Swords. So I'm not seeing this Queen of Wands as you. I'm seeing this as like somebody else. And I feel like, again, they had a decision to make. And I feel like, again, here's another decision. And I feel like you kind of expected them to come back around. But what I'm getting here is, like, they didn't. And you're okay with that. Like, you're moving on. You don't get, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, for what? Like, why should I be stressed out about somebody who didn't choose me? Like, why do I, again, and I feel like that's where this love comes from within with this wisdom card. I keep getting this as you working within. So I feel like in the past where you felt like you weren't good enough, it's like, oh, this person must be prettier than me. This person must be better than me. This person, they must be this, and that, and you're feeling some sort of way about yourself. Meanwhile, like, it has nothing to do with you. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're just putting something to rest. You're like, I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I just feel like you're just letting it go. It's like, I don't want to hold on to that anymore. I don't want to, like, I just want to let it go. And what's interesting here is, like, I think that, again, there's someone following you. I don't know if it's just them or this is someone new, but there's someone like the same thing is happening to them at the same time as you, right? Like where someone didn't choose you, someone didn't choose them, right? Where you have to go and just trust your intuition that like better things are coming for you. They're doing the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like they're just awakening. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just like, there's an ascension going on for them and they're like getting sort of on your level, right? Whereas you did it a long time ago, they're doing it now. You're not going to allow like anything or anyone to stop you anymore. Right? Like you're cutting anything and anybody out this year that just does not, again, you want a new way to do this year, right? And you find yourself maybe in the beginning of the year being like, I'm still doing the same shit as last year. I have to do things differently. And doing things differently, I think, means dropping someone who I feel like is a soulmate. And you know what? I think that's okay because I just don't care anymore. Again, another 5. Yeah, this is literally 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Like every 5 is here. So I feel like this is a transition for you, Virgo, because at the same time, it's like, it's not something that you would normally do, but I just feel like you're done. Like you just don't care anymore. You just, again, you're done holding on to somebody. And with that, I feel like comes this like burst, right? Once you like release them, this burst comes, and I feel like that someone else comes in, and it's a 2 of Cups. And what's interesting is that then you start to see everything differently. So Virgo, if you have to drop someone, if you're still holding on to someone energetically, I feel like now's the time to release them, because I feel like this is the year that you're about to have, which is a year of fulfillment, and it's not going to feel like work. It's not going to be like this last relationship where everything was so much work and everything. Again, there's so much emotions here, and like somebody made you feel like shit, and somebody might have left you out in the cold. Somebody chose somebody else. Like, you're just done with it. And as soon as you release them and know like your worth and know that you really want to approach this year differently, I feel like that's the person following you. Like, that could be the person following you, right? Like the person that's going to meet with you. Another thing I'm getting is like the person that was a soulmate, maybe they're the ones following you in a sense, where they're the ones that are going to ascend, but it's not right now. And I feel like what you need to understand is like to let them go. Yeah, I just see, we have another ace here, which I didn't even realize. I feel like once you decide to let this go, this brand new beginning comes out for you and you see something so much clearer now. Like, I really feel like someone's about to come in for you, Virgo, but it's after you release this energy of this other person, of this past soulmate. And I think it's been very hard for you. Again, we have all these fives, and I think it's kind of like the point where you don't want to do it, but you know, there's like, again, your intuition's here. It's guiding you to something new. And maybe that's why the page is here. It's like they're guiding you to someone new maybe, and you're very hesitant about it because you've already kind of met a soulmate and you know what it felt like again. And it's like maybe I don't think you're scared of love. I just think, again, it was something like where you thought this person was your 10 of cups, and now you're like, could there be someone else that I'd feel a 10 of cups with? And I feel like they're trying to say yes. There is someone else coming in. It's like as soon as you release this soulmate comes in and you see everything so much clearer, right? Like the past doesn't bother you anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? The past isn't holding on to you anymore. But it's like once you release it and you're like, well, I could release it easier if the person would just come in. But for some reason, I feel like you have to release them first for the soulmate to come in, because this 8 of cups is here, and I feel like this 8 of cups is someone who's balanced, it's someone who's aligned, and I feel like this is a letting go energy, like, and being ready to receive anything. So I feel like you're being very specific about who you want to come in, and I feel like that's not what it's about. There is someone right, and they're coming for you, and it's fast, and it's wish fulfillment. Look at all this cup. 2 of cups, 8 of cups, 9 of cups. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. I feel like this past relationship with this soulmate, you thought, again, it was your 10 of cups, but it was a lot of work and it was a lot of effort to maintain, and it maybe didn't last that long. And now someone is coming in and it's not going to be work for you. And maybe like maybe this happened for a reason, like this falling out with this person that you thought was with your 10 of cups, because we have the Judgment card out here and the 9 of cups. So what I'm getting with this is like maybe this person was not the right person for you. Do you know what I'm saying? And another thing I'm getting with this, to be really honest, is that maybe I feel like the person from the past might be the page. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there is someone following you, to be really honest, and maybe following you in sort of like an ascension way, where they're following you, right? Like, they're waking up too. But what's interesting is like, I feel like they're gonna have some sort of judgment in their life where they're gonna see like what they did wrong. And I feel like they might come back and try to approach you, and you're going to have a decision to make. So I feel like it kind of just feels like what goes around comes around. Like, you're going to get the love that you desire. And I feel like someone new is definitely coming in, and it's once you release the soulmate. But then I do feel like once you're with someone else, the past soulmate will come back. Because again, I feel like they had a decision to make here, and I feel like they chose wrong. So again, I feel like they're going to realize that. I feel like they chose to work with someone who was a karmic, and they might realize that when it's too late. Do you know what I'm saying? And you, I feel like, have already tried to wait. I feel like you waited last year. I feel like last year was full of pain for you. You're not waiting anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And there is someone following in your footsteps. It could be, again, this past person who, again, decides to come through at some other point in time. But I feel like what they're telling you now to do for right now, like, forget this past energy and to move forward. Right? Like, release them and move forward, and you'll have wish fulfillment in your life. I feel like some of you guys are arguing with me about like 10 of cups versus 9 of cups. You're like, yeah, but if this person's my 10 of cups and this person's my 9 of cups, then who's my true soulmate? Like, who's the real one? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have the 10 of cups, 6 of cups. I don't know. Like, someone here is like trying to argue with me. That's what I'm feeling. It's like, well, which one is my soulmate? Like, they're both soulmates. Honestly, they're both probably soulmates, because we have the 2 of cups and the 6 of cups. So maybe you'd have a decision between 2 soulmates, right? Because we have literally the 2 of cups here. I don't feel like this 2 of cups is the same person as the 6 of cups. I feel like the 6 of cups person that maybe chose somebody different, comes back around later on after judgment. That's what I'm saying. There's someone who's following in your footsteps and is ascending. With the judgment card, I think it is the past person. They are ascending, but it's at a later time, and they will probably want a new beginning with you at a later time. But this is all at a later time. And that's the thing, like, that's what I love and hate tarot, because I wish I kind of didn't say that to you guys, because I want you guys to move on. Like, I want you guys to move forward. They're telling you to release them so you can have this Two of Cups right now, right? With a 1, it's like something right now. It's present, right? That's even with the ladybug. It's something about right now. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you will have wish fulfillment right now if you release this energy from the past. And maybe it makes you feel better to know that this person will end up coming back at some point. Maybe that's for some of you. But yeah, the energy right now is to let go of the past person and move towards the new one. Let's see if there's any divine feminines for you, Virgo. So, Virgo, you guys got Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. I think your guidance right now is, again, to go within. And when you go within, I feel like you really understand that you have to release a past soulmate, right? Like, I feel like you understand that you have to release it. Like, maybe somebody didn't choose you and you're still feeling some sort of way about it. And it's like, just let it go, because there's someone else coming in. And it's like, as soon as you let it go, this new one comes in. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like all these answers are already within you, and you already kind of know this. I feel like you've been getting the vibe that this is going to be a different year for you. But again, it has a lot to do with you, right? Again, your interior life, what you believe. Like, if you keep believing that this person is going to come show up, I'm not saying they won't, because I see them here, but who knows when this is. And who knows if you're going to want this person. And who knows why they're sending you someone new. But it's for a reason. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you should go with this new person. I'm always kind of like a sucker for the past, right? And like people from the past and love, like, that doesn't end and all the shit. But the guidance right now, and I think you feel it too, interior life, right? Going within, that there is a soulmate coming. And that you will be happy with them. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe you've always known, like, this person will find out one day, like, what they had, you know, they'll figure out what they were missing and they'll come back again, and they might. Do you know what I'm saying? But for right now, that's not your problem. And that's the thing. Like, let them be with whoever they want to be. If they want to choose to be with a karmic, let them. They'll figure it out at the end, which that's what I'm saying here. They'll figure it out at the end. But right now, you're so clear. You can't be around someone who's not at the same energetic level as you. And that's what I'm saying. They're definitely following in your footsteps, this first soulmate. They're definitely probably ascending now, but they're still with a karmic, and that's not your problem. You're supposed to move forward with a new soulmate, and they're coming in. So they're coming in as soon as you release the old one. So Virgo, I hope this reading resonates. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.